Hello to everyone. I'm here once again. So, I'm here to do another video. Um, I just want to give you guys a whole heads up. Whoever's out there that's causing problems with me, causing issues with me, and I definitely know who it is. It's a family in Woodbridge that lives on Hunter Lane. I know he gave out my information, and I'm probably going to give out his information. Um, if things start to ramp up or retaliate again, I'm going to start giving out everybody's address and everybody's information about who lives who and who lives where. Ever since back of, I think it was January or December of last year, ever since I gave the middle finger to an officer, finding out and following me over in Green Street near the Jose Tejas area, the cop wanted to take off so easily because he didn't want me to get his tag number and he didn't want to get caught for doing what he was doing. Um, and I know this is Woodbridge, New Jersey retaliation against me because I did catch two police officers out of their jurisdiction into a different town. And I also want to let you guys know as well, I do have an investigator involved, and that's going to be investigating a lot of stuff. You guys ain't going to get his information. You guys ain't going to get no info from anything. I do have him. He's a nice guy, and he's going to do his job. And I just want you to know, and Mr. Jeff Horvat, because I know who this, ever since I started talking about stuff, because it is the truth, ever since I started talking about stuff now, and like he told me back in the day, if something ramps up or something happens to me, it's going to come back on me. And he told me that out of his mouth. I just want you to know, Jeff Horvat, you think because you're a cop, you think you could do whatever the fuck you want. You think you and your family can sit here and take ownership on people and control everybody. But when my investigator finds out that you and all these other people, and I even gave information, also information, because I do think he needs to know, and telephone numbers of family members that you know, as well as everything else. Um, if you think that you, because you're a cop, you think because your dad is a county official and everything else, you guys think you could do what you want. You think you can fucking power trip on people because you don't like that I'm putting people out. Well, you gotta understand something with me. I don't like when somebody takes his fucking vehicle and his laptop, sits there and probably looked up my plate and being fucking nosy about my cars. Now, sticking a middle finger at an officer is a freedom of speech, constitutional right on my part. I'm allowed to stick a middle finger, and ever since you motherfuckers did bad things to me, and you did things wrong, and I got falsely arrested in Rawway, because I'm going to tell you something, it's really, really disrespectful that most of the people that are coming around where I'm at are black. And the people that started shit with me in Rawway, wanted to get a gun out of their car when I told the person what happened and he did wrong. I get arrested for a crime when I was the one that called the police on the person. And I get arrested for something. And I was also calling the township. I thought it was going to be Woodbridge, but it wasn't. I was transferred over. So I could tell you, I know Woodbridge is involved because I have photo and video clips of Woodbridge vehicles in a different town out of their jurisdiction between 8 and 11 p.m. at night. This is considered retaliation. And ever since I did the first video on IDing an officer over by Dunkin' Donuts, over there by, what was it? I forgot. I think it's Amboy Avenue or New Brunswick Avenue, I think, or something like that. Ever since I ID'd somebody wants to go and threaten me, telling me you're going to get arrested, your life's going to be ruined, and everything else. Now, I'm going to tell you the honest truth. Ever since that video and that person went and told me and threatened me, telling me my life's going to be arrested, I'm going to be ruined, you know what that tells me? It is retaliation in Woodbridge. And me seeing two police cruisers, one Chevy Tahoe on top of a Ford Explorer vehicle on 514 recorded, that's considered retaliation. Number one, if you, number one officer, didn't come out, didn't flash your flashlight at me and bother me because of a thing that people have to realize. I was being harassed. I was being taunted, excuse me. I was being bothered, and I was being fucking intimidated and provoked for no reason. Now, should I be really, really pissed off about what people did to me and what they did to my neighbors? I do think so. It doesn't matter you pay taxes. It doesn't matter you fucking pay money towards the town. I don't care you are a cop or not. I don't give a fuck. I don't care about you and your fucking family because of what you are doing to innocent people out there. It is my job to put out the truth. Now, when I put out the truth, it's a total different story now. Now people want to come and attack me and retaliate against me. Now I got an investigator. He's an amazing guy. I gave everybody the plates, all the cars that you have, all family members that they have, plates are getting investigated. Everything's going to be taken care of. You think because you got a badge, you think you got a undercover unmarked vehicle stopping people in Woodbridge, just like somebody said on my YouTube channel and everywhere else. Cops in Woodbridge are racist. And I can tell you right now, they definitely are racist, and they're definitely biased towards every people in that town. They'll sit there and racially profile anybody thinking they did something wrong. I know what your neighbors did, intimidating me, provoking me, and doing things to me to cause a problem, and get people to give me things so I can get arrested for fourth-degree crimes. That's not going to happen. You don't like that I changed. You don't like how I am. Oh, well, tough shit. We're all Americans. I'm going to do what I got to do. I'm a person that likes history. You probably don't. Everyone else don't. But I don't like what you did because I stuck a middle finger on an unmarked vehicle. That's not my problem. I'm allowed to. It's a freedom of speech constitutional right. People are getting arrested for that and getting traffic stopped like me. Illegally detained and illegally stopped in another town because of a middle finger issue. 15, 20-minute traffic stop. For what? Because I stuck a middle finger at a fucking cop? I don't give a fuck about cops. You know why? Because they falsely arrested me and they lied in a police report saying I committed a fucking crime and a fourth-degree felony when it never happened. You guys didn't do your job. You guys didn't investigate. But now you guys want to investigate and do things towards me so you can get me off the street. Well, I'm going to tell you something. It's going to happen. Things are going to happen. When my investigator does his job, my PI does his job and gets everything, and I gave everybody's license plate. You want to go? You want to fuck with me, cops? I got my thing too. I gave everybody the license plates. Information. You think because you're a cop, you think you can go around IDing people and do what you want. And I can tell you right now it's a linkable thing because you want to go after the incident with your neighbor, all drunk and that. Now that's another thing, right? People know cops, people get away with it. But your neighbor was drunk, tipsy as can be, came charging at me. Drunk. Shouldn't he have got arrested for drunk driving? Coming home while intoxicated? I do think so. I do think somebody should be getting arrested or getting a ticket or getting their license suspended for 90 days for a crime that they committed. And plus, he could have jeopardized killing somebody driving home from wherever he came from. A bar, a friend's party. Anything is possible. Anybody could die, especially drunk or high while driving. You could smoke weed and you get in trouble for it, or you smoke weed, you drive intoxicated and crash into somebody while you're high. Or do drugs while you're driving. That's considered DWI or DUI. So that neighbor got away with probably a second-degree felony driving under intoxication. That would have been his first or possibly second offense, and he got away with it. But you want to go and harass me, or excuse me, your neighbor came and harassed me. He's an officer too. He's actually an officer in Dunellen, New Jersey. He's not in the town. He wouldn't be in the same town because cops can't live in the same street. They can't live on the same street. There's got to be sporadically amount of cops on different streets. So there can't be two cops on one street. There's an actual law where they can't be neighbors because that would cause a confliction. But ever since I told the truth about the cop, going up to him, IDing him, knowing his name and badge number, somebody wants to go and threaten me, telling me to stop this or it's going to be a problem. This is considered retaliation, and if there is something on me, because I will check out that if I do have a warrant or I do have something on me, I know who to pin it on. I know who to pin it on. Because you don't like that I'm telling the truth, and you think, oh, he's going around, he's doing this. Excuse me, there's people out there auditing people all the time. Because you don't want people to find out that people are doing the illegal stuff as officers and cops are doing illegal stuff. You don't want these cops to be so-called exposed. You don't want these cops put out there so they can't get in trouble, or that's mainly the reason. You don't want people to get into fucking trouble. You don't want people to get exposed for doing something wrong and losing their fucking job. Just like if a cop does something wrong and he gets fired, he can't get rehired as an officer in another department. Because of the fact that there is a license where the cops have to be by state law with Governor Murphy, where he has to obey the laws, or if he gets caught, something goes wrong on his record, he loses immunity as a cop. He cannot be a cop no longer in any other department. It doesn't matter, the sheriff, state police, corrections officer, he can't be nothing. This is why this cop is getting retaliating against me, because he doesn't like it. And me putting out the truth about another officer in a different town where I'm at, it has to be put out there. It needs to be put out there. It's linked. And everything else. And just like the mom says, you mess with my sons, you mess with everything, my sons will come after you. You mess with me, you mess with my family, it will come back at you. And you know what? It's the truth. I hope you Democrats, you Republicans, New Jersey officials, and state officials should do their job and investigate certain police departments that are doing illegal arrests, illegally detaining, and doing some very, very, very violations of the Fourth Amendment and the First Amendment rights in certain towns. And I'm going to tell you something, Woodbridge is one of them. They're very racial. They don't like any colored people in that town. They're very, very picky, and I know it. I definitely know it. And I even watched the video of an African-American, I could say a black guy, in Woodbridge, standing outside in front of the municipal or near the sign, upset about, him being somewhat racially profiled and and people being racist in the committee meetings, how they are and how people are against certain colors because of them. We're all American people. It doesn't matter if we're black. It doesn't matter if we're caramel color or Chinese or whatever. If we're all American people, we're all American people. It does not matter. Do you think George Floyd deserved to die? No. I think he should have been handled better, restrained down easily, and put his handcuffs on. Do you think Daunte Wright deserved to die? No. Did you think that poor innocent girl throughout our country, driving her car, get a traffic stop, next minute the guy killed her? You think that was okay for a black girl, innocent black girl, getting shot? You think anybody should deserve to be shot innocently, just like me? You think it was nice having 20-some officers with guns loaded to come at my home, wanting to kill me because someone lied? Are you fucking serious? Now, how do you think how anybody should feel when people feel like they're being threatened? I know what you did, Jeff. I know what you did. When my investigator knows everything, license plates, people's house locations, everything, just like somebody already knows my location. Why? Because of you fucking tyrants? You blue line think, oh, we know where he is. Ooh. Now you want to go and put a warrant on me so you can arrest me? Because you don't like that I fucking put out and exposed an officer so he can cover his mother's actions? Joanne Horvath can get covered by her son? Don't like the truth? I was being threatened. I should be the one suing them. Suing her for threatening me with my life. And because I didn't take that apology from him, I took the apology, but not realizing when somebody threatens somebody, that person should apologize. It shouldn't be the other side. It should be someone else, and it should be that person that threatened somebody. She didn't want to apologize for her actions. Do you think it's fucking fair that everybody wants to harass me, stalk me, wants to follow me everywhere? You think it's okay? Because you know why? Everybody wants me to get mad. Everybody wants me to get angry. Everybody wants me to get a temper, right? No, it's not going to happen. What's going to happen is when I find out that this officer, and I mean the officer and the police department and the family, I find out you and other people in there are doing some crooked things, and my investigator, my PI, gets back to me, and I find out that there is some crucial stuff going on, I will sue the department. I will sue Edison, I will sue Woodbridge, and I will sue any department that wants to crucialize on me. I'm going to tell you something, you motherfuckers. I don't give a shit about the blue line. I don't give a fuck about the blue line. You know why I don't give a shit? Because you do illegal things. You do stupid shit to people. Beginning of the month, end of the month, got to pull somebody over just to get their quota. For what? Did they do the violation? Did they do the traffic violation? Did they go through the red light? Did they use their cell phone? Did they not use their signal? Did they speed? And this is why people out there need to get a fucking dash cam on their vehicles too, to protect themselves from these motherfuckers, so they can sit here and pocket their money so they can get better technology for their vehicles? Now, I know what you are doing, officer. I know what you're doing over there. I know it, and I can feel my gut. But I'm going to tell you something. Something happens to me, I will make sure you and whoever else is in your family, that's cops, I will make sure those badges are taken off of you. I will make sure that your badges will be no longer existable. I will make sure that you will not be an officer again in the police department. I will make sure. And if my private investigator does catch us things, and I do contact the state Supreme Courthouse, and I will go out of beans. I don't really care. I have anxiety and disorders because of someone accusing me of a crime in my own establishment when it never happened. And you officers, you think you can just do what you want? But when you get fucking caught, you're done. You're done. You don't have no career. You have nothing. You can't do anything. You can't do nothing. And I'm not threatening nobody. I ain't doing nothing to nobody. But I'm going to tell you something. Karma will come and will strike you. And it will strike you like a viper mixed with a goddarn rat. And I can tell you the rat's going to lose and the viper's going to win. When the RKO goes, the RKO will slam. And I just want you to know that. I don't give a flying fuck. You want to ruin my life? I will take you and your brothers down. I will take everything down. I will take the whole fucking apple tree down with everybody that's on it. All the buds will go down, and I will do it. I'll do anything in my possible, even if I have to talk to President Biden or I talk to any government official in the White House, if I can figure out a way to get to it. I will do what I have to do to expose Woodbridge. And I will do my job and the private investigator, because I will give all the license plates, people's locations, addresses. I will do everything as much possible. And I will do my job to do what I have to do to catch these so-called tyrant criminals that think they can do what they want to innocent people because they want to satisfy their needs and do revenge and retaliation to people. Well, this is my freedom of speech, you motherfuckers. Fuck the police. Fuck the blue line. Kiss my white ass, and I don't give a fuck what you think, because I'm going to tell you something. When the time does come and karma does bite you in your motherfucking asses, I really don't care. People don't realize what I've been through. I was raped. I was sexually abused. I was fucking beaten. Dyfus was involved, and didn't do a fucking thing for me. I was the one that was abused as a kid. Didn't give a fuck about nothing. Did anybody give a shit how I felt? Did anybody give a fuck what I've been through? Oh, that's right. Officers don't care about people's feelings. They don't give a fuck about their well-being. No, they really don't. Think about getting beat with a belt, hit with a fucking fly swatter, getting hit with a clothes hanger, a metal clothes hanger, or a plastic clothes hanger. Think about what I've been through as a kid, getting bullied, beat up, sexually abused in fucking class, raped in fucking in someone's house that I didn't even want to. I was not even ready to do things with this girl, and she went around pushing on me. And now people want to come around and accuse me of all these other crimes and putting things together for what? I caught you, Woodbridge cops. I caught you big time. I caught you big time. And I'm very happy to have cameras to catch it. That shows me right there that is a Woodbridge job and retaliation job. And now you think you want to get the county to arrest me so you can cover up your actions with all these other towns? You want to get the county involved so they can arrest me and take me out so you guys feel better that you guys are not going to get sued? I'm going to tell you, I know how it works in the court system. Municipalities do their job, then they get the county involved, and the county does their job to take the suspect out. And I know how it works. And I'm going to tell you something. I get arrested, I knew who to pin it on, what family that lives on Hunter Lane. And I'm tempted to give out the address so people can know who this officer is. I kind of want to because everybody already knows where I'm at. I think everybody deserves to know where this officer is at, and another officer and their brother. I think everybody definitely needs to know the addresses. And whatever these cops could have done to innocent people, we don't know. He could have done a lot of things to people. His neighbor could have done a lot too. Lives in Dunellen, we don't know. Dunellen police. We don't know what he could be doing to other people out there doing some crooked stuff. We don't know. Usually cops are linked, they do anything. They can bribe somebody, kill somebody for money. They'll do anything. They don't care. Cops don't care. Now I'm going to tell you something. I get arrested, I know who to pin it on. I know what family to pin it on. And they live on Hunter Lane. I'll pin it on them. You wanna ruin my life because you don't like that someone got exposed? That's not my problem. You don't threaten me, we're good. You threaten me, there's a problem. 60-something-year-old woman, 60-year-old woman threatening a fucking 30-year-old person because his son got in trouble? Are you fucking serious? Oh, that's right. Whoa. And the father even said this too. You want to hear this? AK -- My son should have shut his mouth. Should have never said nothing. His father said it out of his mouth. My son should have kept his mouth shut. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. And there wouldn't be no problems. Right now, there won't be nothing going on. You ran your mouth. You put your foot where it don't belong. Coming out with your badge, coming out with your uniform, with your flashlight, flashing it in my fucking face. And then your mom, 67-year-old woman, turns around and threatens me. Because he got in trouble? Your 34-year-old son got in trouble? June of 1988 he was born? Come on. When somebody threatens me, when somebody does something to me, that person should apologize. Me thinking about it now. Not him. Not a 34-year-old gentleman that's an officer. And the brother that was out there too. I'm sorry. I don't take no apologies. You threaten me, we have a problem. Just like if I threaten your family, oh, it would be a big problem. Did I threaten anybody? No. Did I do anything to anybody when I lived there? No. I just think everybody had their guard up and they were afraid that something was going to happen to their cars or to their home. I'm not that person to do anything like that. I'm not a person to do damage to people's homes. I'm not a person to do things like that. I'm not a person to do any of that. But people got to realize there is crazy people out there. That's not me. But there is crazy people out there in this world that you do things wrong, people find you, they'll do things to you. That's not me. I was never born and raised to hurt anybody. Besides, if it came to anybody hurting my family, hurting my girlfriend, hurting my son, or hurting my stepdaughter, or anybody that I'm around and I'm taking care of. Somebody hurts them, then we have a problem. But this motherfucker in a uniform, badge number 617, Jeff Horvath. Doesn't like it now that I exposed him and exposed his family. Just like he exposed me. Wants to tell lies about everything I did now, so everywhere I go, everybody's got to watch me like a hawk, thinking I'm doing things wrong. I never did anything wrong to anybody. I didn't do anything to anybody. People are accusing me of shit. People are saying that I did things to people. Are you serious? What have I been through? Did you know my background? Did you know what I went through? I wasn't a bad kid in school. I had A's, B's, and maybe a couple C's. Kept out of trouble. Going to gym, going to lunch. Never caused no problem with anybody. I was a good kid. But coming home and getting beat up, getting abused at home, getting beat up in school, scared as shit to even go to school because people are beating me up for my lunch money. Also because I was fat. Another thing. And my parents didn't even do a fucking thing. Now, if I had good parents, if I had a good mother and a good father and a good siblings, talk to somebody and let them know, hey, this is what's going on in class. This girl, yeah, how many? There's 2 or 3 girls that were doing sexual things to me. You think that's acceptable? I'm more of a victim than anything, and I'm pissed the fuck off about it because I had to keep my mouth shut for 16 fucking years, 17 years maybe, or between 14 and 17 years. I had to wait this long to open up my mouth, and it's not because people are trying to come after me and arrest me. It's because I don't have anybody to talk to. But now, because I have my own YouTube channel, I think people need to know. I was abused at home. Cops didn't do a fucking thing. They had to be side on the parents. I had bruises. I had welts on me. Diapers didn't do shit. I had a fucking metal fly swatter stuck in my chest. Blood dripping down. And cops didn't do anything besides the school did. They called diapers and what? Come on. And then someone comes home with an attitude, comes home and starts punching on me and abusing me over something that I got at 18 years old that I could have charged that person with aggravated or simple assault. The reason why I'm opening up my mouth now about things, because I can't even walk out of my house without being followed and stalked. And now I'm with my PI doing his job, and I'm going to get a phone call today too. I gave everybody's addresses, information, the whole works. I gave everything, just like people want to know where I'm at. They did. Why? Cops. I did the same thing. I gave everybody's addresses from Hunter Lane to my PI. I gave everything to everybody that they need. And I do think it needs to be done. Because I do think people out there like me don't deserve to be stalked, harassed, or what is that called? Provoked, intimidated, and put in fear. That's why I have to wear a bulletproof vest as well. I'm just letting you know, Jeff, and I hope your family understands and knows. There will be people following you every step of the way, and I hired this man, and he's going to do his job. He's going to do his job. And I know what your officers did in this town, too. I know what they did in this town. I know what they did. And now you want to put a warrant on me because I moved into a different town? You guys are going to look stupid because I didn't commit no crimes. You want to make a false reports, false sex allegations and all this stuff? Go ahead. Nothing's getting done. Besides, I want to meet people as friends because I don't have a life. I don't have anybody to bother with. I have nobody to talk to. I'm allowed to have friends. Guy friends. Nothing else. Guy friends. I'm allowed to talk to people if I want to. It doesn't matter who or when. So I'm just saying right now, God is helping me and God's watching for me. And I just better hope and pray that this guy that I talk to, that he's amazing as hell, I hope he does his job. Put a lot of blessings and prayers in him. And he's going to watch a lot of people. And you don't need to know his name. Nobody needs to know. Nobody has to message me or nothing. You don't care about me, I don't care about you. Just like you, Jeff, and your family, you made a mistake. Your father even said it to me right to his face on his property. My son should have kept his mouth shut. You're right. He stepped on it with a power trip. Power trip. Cops think they can do what they want. Law applies to everybody. Cops, security officers, Department of Corrections, sheriff, state police. Doesn't matter if you're an off-duty cop. Law still applies to you when you're not a cop. When you're not on on duty. When you're not on duty, all laws apply to you. Just like how many people in that town does illegal fireworks all the time. Cops, firefighters, and all that. They should be getting fined, arrested, and also put it online. Addresses and stuff. So when they do it again, they get arrested for it. That's what they should have done. Nope, they get away with it. Everybody gets away with it. Just like that neighbor. Forgot his name. Right across the street from the officer's house. Like 2 houses over near the corner. Drives home tipsy as can be. Starts an argument and a fist fight with me. And he gets away with it. He don't get arrested for driving while intoxicated. It doesn't make sense. But me defending myself, I almost got in trouble for it. No, I kind of did because they took that. That's right, yeah. They took that night. Saying that I almost assaulted the neighbor. And they took it and they said, "Oh, arrest him when he's in that town." I know that's how things work. Don't get arrested in that town, but get arrested in that town. I know how things work. And I know it's about that incident. Freedom of speech. Fuck the police. Fuck the cops. Fuck all you fucking tyrants. Do you think people really care about cops? Do you think a lot of people out there really care about you guys? Why do you think us Americans don't trust police? Why do you think they don't trust cops? Why do you think I don't trust cops? Because of what you did. You falsely arrested me in Union County. Lied in a police report saying I brandished a taser gun to say that I committed a crime to cover up your tracks. So you could charge me, book me, and laugh at all you want. And I'm going to tell you something. I better hope Kamala Harris gets in there. Fuck Trump. Fuck Donald Trump. Because he wants to violate our Fourth Amendment right. Everybody will get ID'd. It doesn't matter if you're anywhere. Cops will go and ID you for no reason. That's against the violation of the Fourth Amendment of the U.S. Constitution. So if I vote for somebody, it's for Kamala Harris. Donald Trump wants to do that shit and do things wrong to our country and violate our constitutional rights? Nope. And let these tyrants like him, for instance, he can go and do what he wants. Mom can threaten anybody she wants and get away with it, not get charged. Got the video of the neighbor telling me, "Oh, that woman will do anything to protect her kids." I got it all proof. I got everything for proof. But now my private investigator will do his job. And I find out who's the main culprit. I'm going to sue the flying fuck out of you. So bad, you guys are going to learn how to shit in diapers and not on the fucking toilet. I don't give a fuck about you cops, and this is my freedom of speech. Fuck the police. Fuck you tyrants. Fuck you Woodbridge. Fuck you Rawley. Fuck you Edison. Fuck them all. You don't like me being on freedom of speech and my First Amendment constitutional right? You don't like that I like the words and expressing my First Amendment right and sticking my middle finger at you motherfuckers? Well, get over it. I don't give a shit. You're going to learn the respect. And when someone violates my rights and lies and falsifies falsely arrests me and accuse me of a crime, yeah, I'm a little fucking pissed. I am a little pissed, and especially the fucking attorney, too. Didn't do his job. Oh, I'm pissed the fuck off. Anthony Vecchio in Freehold, New Jersey. Main Street, Woodbridge, Main Street, and in Freehold. Anthony Vecchio is the attorney. I will never hire him ever again. Never hire anybody like that again. Never. And he's also a prosecutor in Monmouth County as well. So I just wanted to give you guys a heads up, too. If you ever want to hire an attorney, avoid this attorney. This attorney did a lot of bad, crucial things. He lied to me. Also told me that he had body cam footage, checked it out and stuff. Nope, he lied to me. He told me, "Oh, I never received it. Never got it. No, blah, 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 blah." Well, you know what? I wanted to expose you, too, because you didn't do a fucking thing. You could have done a better job in dropping the charges all the way down to where I didn't have to do anything. No, he didn't. Just worrying about taking that money and pocketing it up for himself and his wife. And his family, too, for all we know. Who knows? But I'm just going to tell you right now, buddy. I'm going to tell you and your family, you just better watch yourselves. And you better watch around you, because when that guy comes around and starts taking photos and taking everything, that's his job. I'm letting him do it. I'm letting him do it. You want to ruin my life? I'll take those badges off. I'll make sure that I'll take the whole family down. And I'll do it. I don't care. Your mom wants to threaten me. You think that's correct that some 67-year-old woman that can just drive around in a Chevy Blazer, a 2023 or 2024 Blazer, can just drive around with this beautiful vehicle sitting home? Husband sitting home, cutting the grass, doing the bushes, mulch, doing Halloween decorations, Christmas decorations, New Year's decorations, drinking, partying, enjoying themselves, and putting innocent people behind motherfucking bars. I vote for Kamala Harris. Fuck Trump. Fuck the Republicans. We need someone that can run this country, and I think Kamala Harris will do a lot better than Biden. And I'm telling you right now, officer, I do not accept your apology. I'm sorry for that so-called time, but I do not accept your apology. I want your mother's apology. End of story. End of story. I want people to know the truth. This is what my channel is about, is telling the truth. Nothing but the truth. I ran my mouth, opened it to tell the truth. Now people want to retaliate against me. Anybody want to know these officers? Jeff Horvat, Michael Horvat, Ryan Horvat. That's the officers. 2 of them are in Woodbridge, 1's in Edison. I want everybody to know these officers. So just in case you come across them, I want you to know your rights. Always ask them, what did I get stopped for? And know your stuff. Do not let any officer, especially these 3, do not allow them to overtake you or overpower trip you on a traffic stop. You do your job, you do the right thing, and make sure you have dash cams and you have cameras recording in your car, so when this altercation happens, I want you to get these cops into trouble, and I want you to protect yourself, but also take these dirty-ass cops that are out there that likes to play dirty and clean at the same time. They play both sides, clean and dirty. We need to expose them. We need to get rid of the department, clean the department, and put fresh cops out there. Everybody needs to know the truth. We get good cops out there, they'll do the job correctly, and they get paid correctly. That's why I put their information on who gets paid, what officers, what towns, so on and so forth, because it is a public record, and I'm allowed to. And that's what I am. I'm a fucking journalist. And that's what the cops did not like. Cops don't like to be recorded. Cops don't like things being done. Well, that's not my problem. When it becomes my freedom of speech and freedom of press, and I'm a journalist, I'm going to be a journalist and telling the truth, just like Newsmax and Fox News. This is my truth, but this is around jurisdictions and towns in New Jersey. They don't like the truth. They're exposing officers, exposing people, and telling the truth. You expose where I live, the next video that comes out, it's going to be the next time I'm going to put the addresses out. I'm going to put the info out there, and I think people need to know. Only on officers. Because you know what? People need to know if people do things wrong, things are going to go wrong. Now, you don't want things to be done. This is not considered blackmail. This is not considering whatever situation. You did things to me by bringing people here, coming to my area, and telling people where I live. Telling people where I live. My address, my location should be confidential. Just like your addresses should be confidential. Mine was exposed because of the tyrants, because of the cops. Should I expose the cops? I do think they should. The only way that my information should be put out, anybody should know, is if I was a registered sex offender. And I'm not. I wasn't convicted. I was not anything. By telling people where I live and where I'm located and stuff like that, that's very wrong. And the only person that would do something retaliating against me would be that family on Hunter Lane. You want to stop the shit? I'll stop the shit. You start the shit, you do your shit, I will tell everybody what you did, everybody did on that street, and what people did to innocent people's cars, getting them towed, everything. I'll tell everybody. I'll tell them all. Leave people alone. And I will not leave people alone when they fuck with me and threaten me with my life. Nobody. Nobody. You did threatening to me because I protected myself as a citizen. You threaten me, your son comes after me, you're gonna get in trouble. Oh well. Even your own father even told me, your own fucking flesh and blood father in his 70s even said to me, should have shut his mouth. Should have never stepped into it. Yep, you're right. Nope. The neighbor, I need help. He's fucking with me. He's saying, he's getting all loud in the street. Crying like a little bitch. All I gotta say is this karma's coming. Karma's coming really quick. Very bad. Have a good one, everybody. God bless you all and happy holidays.